Hello, hello everybody. Angie here. Coming on with the weekly collage make for CMC, hashtag, should I say, I'm sorry, hashtag CMC 2023 challenge for you guys. Created over on Country Morning Creations YouTube page. I've got my book here and all my pieces, and let's see, we're going to get into this. Okay, I'm going this direction. Okay, because I got a collage for Margaret Miller and then this one, so sometimes I have to figure out which way I'm going. Okay, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's well. I'm doing good. And let's get through our prompts and let's get this baby made. Trying to refresh my memory here. Okay, we are on week 9. And for the prompts, they're dessert, cabin, handwritten letter, velvet, and ferns. So for dessert, I could not find dessert anywhere. I looked through my antiquarian sticker books and in my magazines, couldn't find a single piece of fruit. So in my antiquarian book, I found some, desserts, I found some fruit. And so I grabbed these couple cherry stickers here and I backed them just on some book page and I fussy cut them out. Fruit can be a dessert, right? I have fruit all the time for dessert. So we're gonna do, that's gonna be my dessert. And as you guys will see in my pieces here, I'm kind of trying to choreograph, or not really choreograph, but put together like some red pieces because my velvet is a bright, like Christmassy red. It's a glittery red. And I thought if that's the only red on my page, I just wasn't sure how I was going to feel about that, so I chose some other red items to kind of balance the page. So that's why I chose the cherries. I could have got pears or oranges or something like that, but that's the reason I chose the cherries. And then along with that, I saw this little playing card with some red hearts. So it's a sticker. I fussy cut that out just in case maybe I can incorporate that. Okay, so then for cabin, I have this beautiful cabin scene stamp, wooden stamp. And I stamped it in black. And I wanted some dimension on this, so I used some heavyweight cardstock. This looks like actually cardboard, but it's actually just heavyweight cardstock. And I did it in black. And that came out okay. The impression came out okay, but I thought I'd try embossing it and see how that turned out. And you can barely see the cabin. It kind of all just kind of blurs together. I like this better, but you can see the cabin better in the black. So I don't know which one I'm going to use. Okay, we'll see which one plays better nicely with the papers I chose. Handwritten letter. Only handwritten letter I have is I have this digital here that has some handwriting that looks like maybe it could have been a letter or an entry into a diary because there's dates on there. So I thought I'd use this piece of paper here. And then along that, there's a little red on that. So I may fussy cut this little tag out. I don't know. And then when I was looking for my fruit in my antiquarian sticker book, I found this sticker. And I don't know, is he like a Cupid or something? And he's delivering a handwritten note to this little girl here. So I again backed it on some book page and I fussy cut it out. Now I just have to fussy cut the little piece here because I cut away the border. The border is blue and I didn't like that. So if I were to have cut this little portion around her hand, it would have separated the two. So I thought I'd do that at the last moment and see how I'm going to do the placement on that. And then for ferns, velvet, of course, we've got this velvet glitter ribbon. Okay, so I'll use a strip of that. And then for ferns, I have these die cuts here. These were just extras. They're not ferns per se. I just thought they were pretty. Maybe I can incorporate those. But I had these little ferny vines here. If I don't tear them, I grabbed a couple of those. And then I also have, where are they? Did I not? Oh, right here. Right in front of my face, guys. I'm sorry. I have these stickers. So maybe I could use 1 or 2 of those. We'll see. They're pretty big. They're very big stickers. If they were the size of the what's shown on the back, that'd be almost perfect. But they're pretty big, so I don't know. I might just go with these little die cuts. We'll see. Okay, so let's see what we could come up with. I was thinking about doing something as simple as a fussy tear this out. And I don't want so much of this portion. Ooh, excuse me. Just because of the color. I don't know. I don't think I want that blue in my piece. So I think I'll stop there. Just get a little portion of it. Okay. And use that. But let's tear that all the way around. I could have done a handwritten note myself, but I really didn't want to mess with my own handwriting on that, so I chose against it. Okay, that'll work. And then I was thinking about, I don't know which I should layer on top and which I should layer on the bottom, but let's try it because it's what I had in mind. Just see how it works. And this is just a random vintage piece of book page from a Reader's Digest book. It's very brittle. Very old. Okay. So I was thinking about something like this, and then let this kind of frame this and show through. Or piece of sticker or something. That was just kind of my thought. So let me see. Hopefully it'll turn out. Maybe we want the... Since these images don't pop and you can't really see the cabin as vibrantly and clear as I'd like, at first I was going to make that kind of like the focal point of my page. I don't know, should I? I just like that embossed look. Well, we all know what it is. I mean, we can clearly see it's a cabin. It's just the detail along the rock portion just isn't as clear as I would have liked to have gotten, but we're going to go with it, okay? I'm going to go with this. I've talked myself into it. So I'm going to cut this away. And what I was thinking was doing like a tear away frame right in the middle. So let's say I just want to kind of get a little feel for the size. Okay, and I'm just gonna tear it. Oh, didn't go through. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to try and follow those little pencil marks that I made. And let's hope for the best. Bring this back in. Okay, but I need some ink on those edges. So let's do that. Okay, see how that looks. Actually, I like it. Okay, let's hit the back of this with some ink as well. This is kind of our background, our grounding page. Okay. Maybe something like that. I didn't weed all the little pieces out. There we go. Oop, one more. There we go. Maybe something like that. Okay. I just feel like we need a little pop of red around just to kind of balance the page out. Let's see, something like that maybe. Um, hmm. Maybe thinking something just as simple as use that to ground their feet. And maybe I can bring another piece in. Maybe something like that. Okay, I'm kind of liking the layout so far. I may move them around a bit, but I like the bottom pages. So let's start there. Where's my glue stick? think I better use something stronger on that because this is very thick paper. So I'll get this in place where I want it first. Right about there is good. Okay. And I think I do want to kind of tuck that underneath. Okay. I like that. Don't underestimate those die cuts, guys. They come in handy for a lot of things. I've been on this little bit of a die cut frenzy lately. I literally yesterday spent 3 hours just die cutting a whole bunch of just different elements, images on different colors of paper, and I got started, and before you know it, literally over 2.5 hours went by. I was like, okay, time to stop. Now I got to find a home for all these, you know, so they don't get torn up and ripped and crumpled. And so right there, just laying on in a pile off to my right now. This was literally yesterday. I haven't even found a home for them yet. But when I saw that it said ferns, I pulled these out. Okay, yeah, I think so. I think that kind of just balances it and frames it. So we'll just do that. Okay. I don't know, this just looks like Christmassy to me. It's so glittery and it's kind of throwing me off. But I didn't know what else to use for velvet. And I'm trying to pull that knot as small as I can so it doesn't bulk out my page too bad. I'm thinking just right up there. Okay. Okay, let's do that. If you're unfamiliar with this challenge, it is hosted over on Country Morning Creations. And let me check, I don't want to get it incorrect. I think her name is Michelle. Yep, Michelle over at Country Morning Creations. If you want to check out her page, just use the hashtag CMC 2023 challenge if you want to see what everybody else is making and show some love and support to all the collages. Oh, I said I was going to cut that away. I think it's so small, I really don't think it's that bad. I could leave it. A little late now. Okay. Pardon my head. All right. So then we've got the cherries. What else do we've got? Got the ferns. Let me just peek. I think that's enough though, but excuse me. Yeah, see how large those are? Those are really big. Yeah, I think I'll skip those. They're a little bit too big for this piece I'm doing today. So we'll just work with those and put our dessert down. Who doesn't love cherries? I love them. Okay. I'm just looking at it, see if there's anything else I want to add. I think that's it. Just trim this out. Okay, and that'll go on the back. All right, guys, well, I think I'm going to call that one a wrap. This is week 9, right, week 9. All right, I have got dessert. I have got my cherries for Cabin. As you can see, I've embossed Cabin on some paper there. Handwritten letter. He's passing her a handwritten letter, as well as I used this background digital back here for handwriting there. Velvet, you can see my velvet red ribbon. And ferns, I'm using my ferns that I die cut just in regular green cardstock. Okay, so that is it for today, guys. Excuse me, just getting all the little flyaways out of there. Okay, well, that one's a wrap. I hope you like what you see. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment and a like. And again, I'll leave all the information in the description box below. If you would like to go over and check out Michelle and her channel over there, I'll put the link in the description box. So until next week, thank you so much, everyone, and God bless. Bye-bye.